Hi everyone, Chris Nansky here with Superfoot System, and welcome to Superfoot Stories. Stories from the life and times of Bill Superfoot Wallace. How are you, sir?
I'm wonderful.
You're wonderful. You're still wonderful. All right.
Been a while.
Exactly. So last time when we were speaking, we were talking about how you met Elvis, how he asked you to work for him, that whole origin story, if you will. But we kind of left it off with a cliffhanger.
Yep.
You had another story or two to share.
Well, you know, after a while, when you start taking pills to wake you up, pills to put you asleep, his mother always wanted him to graduate high school. So no matter what happened, he was going to graduate high school. And he was performing while he was in high school. Right. So you got school from 8 to 3, you rehearse, then you perform. How do you stay awake to perform? You take a pill. Then at 3 o'clock in the morning, when you got to get up at 8 o'clock to go to school, how do you go to sleep? You take a pill. Pretty soon your body builds a tolerance up for something. You take stronger or more of them.
Right.
Just like everybody, you have to take something to help. Yeah. And he became a little, in 76, he became a little paranoid. And I'm at the karate school. I get a call from Red. He says, guess what? I said, what? He says, Elvis just fired us.
Ooh.
What? Now, again, Red was his best friend. So he saved his life several times.
Yeah.
He's just best friend. One of the reasons I think that when Elvis died, because Red wasn't there. But anyway, neither was Linda or Priscilla. But anyway, I said, what happened? He said, well, we're at the house. Elvis is in the house. And then we're talking outside having a good time. All of a sudden, Elvis comes out and says, why are you guys talking about me? And Red says, we're not talking about you. We're just joking about other things that throughout what they do. You're talking about, I know you're talking about, I could hear you. Red says, we're not talking about you. You're fired. Get out of here. Whoa. Now, they've been with him since 56.
Yeah.
From 1976, from 56 to 76. That's 20 years.
Yeah.
And they were all best friends.
Right.
They're all, when the Memphis Mafia all had bad, you go, whoa. He said, yeah, we're done. And they left. Then he hired Ed Parker to be a security guy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And after a while, Elvis couldn't do it, or Ed couldn't do it either. And I went, whoa. So I'd go out there and we'd work out at the school, at his place on the racquetball courts where I showed you the racquetball courts. And I went, wow. Okay,
Wow, so were they permanently fired?
Yeah, forever and ever and ever.
Wow.
Hence the book, Elvis, What Happened.
Ah, very good, very good.
And then just before that, 1970, I think it was 1974. No, 73. 73, before kickboxing started, before the full contact karate started. I'm working out. I go to a tournament in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Now, you're a middle linebacker on your football team, right? I'm sparring a guy for the grand championship named Larry Reinhardt. I'm the lightweight champion this time. Larry Reinhardt's the heavyweight champion. Larry Reinhardt's probably 250 pounds, a pure beast, a starting linebacker for the Tennessee Volunteers. We bow in. I kick him in the head with a roundhouse kick. It's 1-0 Bill Wallace. And I went, yeah. All of a sudden he goes, bam! Kicks me in the back of my left leg. I went, ow! Ooh. A couple seconds later on, I can't feel my toes. I went, uh-oh. Later on, I can't feel anything from here down, from my knee down. I went, whoa, what's going on here? And, I'm stumbling around. I win the match finally because I stayed away from him. Smart. And I win. I get back to Memphis, and I go, something's not right here. So a couple months go by. I can't fight in a tournament, can't compete, can't even walk on it hardly. All of a sudden, I get a phone call. Bill, I hear you got a problem. I said, yeah, I got kicked pretty good in my leg, and I told him, get out to the house, I got something for you. So I drive out to the house. He's at the top of the stairs. He says, come on up. Where? Come on up to the bedroom. Okay. So I walk upstairs to the bedroom, walk in the bedroom. There's another big old guy in there. Now, I think his name was Fitzgerald, I'm not sure. He said, this is Dr. Fitzgerald. He's going to fix your leg for you. I just flew him out from Los Angeles. Wow. He said, take your pants down. Well, first of all, you invite me up to your room. And you introduce me to a stranger. Then you say, will you take your pants down? None of those sound good to me. I said, well, he said, it's okay, it's okay. Elvis starts laughing. So I take my pants down. He says, where's it hurt? Right there. Just, if you could see it right there. Right in the calf, right in the gastrocnemius. And it was hard as a rock. Not red, but it was hard as a rock and hot. He said, no problem. He started right here, put 18 marks all the way up to my hip joint with a pen. Now, I don't like needles.
Right.
I'm scared to death of needles. Matter of fact, it's not that I don't like them, I hate them. Punch me in the mouth, but don't give me a shot. He gets his syringe out. Luckily, the needle's only about like that. And he puts a drug called xylocaine into the syringe. He started down here, and I'm screaming, and Elvis is laughing his ass off. He's just laughing, ha ha ha, you know, because it's hurting. I maybe didn't, but I'm thinking it does.
Right.
Gives me 18 injections from my elbow or from my ankle all the way up to my hip. Lay there for about 15 minutes. I'm drenched in sweat because I'm thinking it's hurting.
Right. Right.
He says, let's go downstairs and have some dinner. So we all go downstairs. Lisa Marie was there, little 4 years old. Elvis and the doctor and I. So we eat dinner. 15 minutes after the injections, it felt as good as new.
Wow.
And I've not had one problem with it since. And this thing's been beat on.
Yeah.
So from 1973 to now, it's just working perfect.
Wow. So that was like right before the World Championships at that time, right?
Yep.
So if it wouldn't have been for Elvis, you probably wouldn't have fought.
I would have been retired. I'd been a school teacher.
Yeah. Doing shop, right?
Doing shop, yeah.
Wow. Now, was Elvis excited about you participating in the World Championship?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. That's one of the reasons he asked.
Okay.
He said when I won the World Championship, he gave me a motorcycle. When I won it, he gave me a brand new 1970 or 1974 Goldwing, Honda Goldwing.
Wow.
And it was at that time they came in two colors, that puke blue, the god awful ugly blue, and a red.
Okay.
So I said, well, I'll take the red. And they bought me the bike. I had to change a little around, and I loved the bike.
Wow, great story. So there's a story about Elvis, I mean, having an integral part in you winning the World Championships.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
And keep me going in martial arts, because otherwise the career would have been over, because I couldn't walk on it at all. Couldn't feel my toes at all.
And one of a handful of people that made it to Elvis's bedroom.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So there you have it, my friends. Some great Elvis stories. So thanks again, sir. These are great stories. We're loving these. No. This is awesome. And so, hey, everyone, thanks so much for joining us. This is Chris Natsky, and we'll see you next time on Superfoot Stories.